Okay, so this is 202 on my GTX 650 OC. Full specs will be in the description. Alright, let's get into the game. Here we go. I'll show you the options when I'm in the game. So we're in the game here. Options. Graphics. 720p. Detail level 3 out of 3. Bloom. DFO. Don't know what that is. That's off. Draw distance is 10. Grass draw distance is 10. Shadows are on. VSync is off. There you go. Right. Where are we going then? And if you didn't know, 202 is actually a really good game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, maybe. Well, the thing is, it's a really good game. It's just got it's got a lot of rough edges to get around. But if you can get over the rough edges, then it's a really good game.
Looks useful.
So where am I going? Going over here. And it's a really good looking game as well. I believe we need to go speak to the prophet. Here we are.
At last, you're here. Please, rise. You look much different than I'd imagined. The years have been kind to you.
Shouldn't a prophet? Thank you.
While you require little introduction, my name is Kasara.
How long have I?
Years, I'm afraid. The world has changed much in that time. Your enemies have prospered much in your absence.
Is that why you freed me?
We've come to understand that your sister is in fact the chosen vessel of Azeral, Fire Lord of Antalor. Gandahar has been drawing power from her since your capture. He has used this power to seize the throne and declare himself emperor, decimating all that stand to oppose him.
If Kyra is so important, why leave her behind?
Such an attempt might have cost us dearly.
Blah, blah,
Gandahar
blah,
is
blah.
not yet aware of your role in the events that lay ahead.
The story isn't
An
really important in this
advantage that
game.
will prove to be quite valuable.
Will we be able to
It's
help?
pretty easy to follow. I mean,
That
it's not a
remains
bad
to be
story.
uncertain. The process Gandahar uses to draw power from Kyra is quite destructive. He has been able to offset the strain on her body using dark magic to make your strength her own. But one can only take so much. Removing her from the castle is an omen.
Listen, you better have a better answer than that.
While my gifts allow me to peer into the future, I am not often given the comfort of choosing what it is I'm shown. I saw great danger lurking within the walls of Castle Varkmar. If Gandahar is allowed to continue down this path, your sister's life won't be the only one lost.
You've seen this?
Come forward. and allow me to show you.
The story starts to get interesting on, well, about halfway through the game.
What was?
The end.
What makes you think we can stop it?
This is but a path,
The end times are coming.
not destiny. I'm afraid we'll have to continue this later.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine. Dafar will lead you to your quarters. The orcs have assembled some equipment for you on the table to your right. Do take it with you.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome home.
Nice.
So this is the attribution screen. You can be a mage. Basically, there's no class. You don't pick a class at the beginning of the game. You just put points into what you want to be. So you got strength. This is mage, and this is archery, and this is warrior, and health is a constant. It's best well, you can be an archer if you want to, but it's not recommended. The archery is the weakest of the three. Mage is probably the strongest, but I'm not really a huge fan of playing a mage. I really like watching a mage character because, you know, cool spells, but I'm not a big fan of playing them. So I'm just gonna go with put a few into health. There you go. And you get skill points to put into skills. Mage, warrior skills are ranger skills and mage skills, and these are just constants. These are general skills, so you want to put. You want to put stuff into this. There you go. So here we are. We got a few things to take.
What's this?
How do we get the infantry? Is it I, E, escape? What's infantry again? F2. F2 for infantry. That's very weird. What's cool is that you can have 3 sets of stuff. You can change on the fly. So basically you can have, on the Xbox it would be like left D-pad is your first set of weapons, up on the D-pad is your second set, and right on the D-pad is your second set, or your third set, sorry. I don't know how you do that in this. Takes all that. As you can see, the animations are kind of ridiculous. Just like some ridiculous footwork, but it's kind of funny. It's like the charm of the game, I guess you could say.
Kisara mentioned you might have somewhere for me to put my things.
Let's get you settled. Take this. It'll be dark soon.
Torch. How do I use the torch? I believe I can. There you go. There you go, I've got it on. No, that's not right. That's not the torch. Where's the torch? Here it is. There you go, torch.
This way.
Right behind you.
As you can see, indoors the frame rate is more than enough. It's a very good looking game.
Hey, wake up. Here we are. It isn't much to look at, but it's home. Can't imagine a safer place to keep my things.
A fortified island. What's wrong with the locked chest?
Desperate times. Seems everyone carries a lockpick these days. Look, people need to eat, whether they can afford to or not.
Whatever works.
Have a look around if you'd like. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm sure you have better things to do than follow me around.
Just let me know when you've settled in.
Bored already?
Like I said, just let me know when you're ready.
Anyone ever sleep around here?
There'll be time for that later.
Have a look around. Torch, torch, lever, lever, lever. Steel. Meat. F2. F2, how do we get out? There we go. Right. Alright. Keep going along here. Where am I going? Talking to who? He's down here. I know who I got to talk to. This place is a little bit confusing. It's down here, isn't it? No. No. It's down here. Or maybe it's not down there. Oh, I think I've got to go back up to the top. Or not. Who am I talking to?
Everything in order?
Oh.
Yeah. What's next?
I have some things I need to handle. Take some time to get acquainted with Sokaris. He's been waiting for you near the forge.
Blacksmith. So, no rest and recovery then.
Just humor him. He doesn't get much company down there.
That's encouraging.
Find me later.
Now I got to go down there.
You must be the Prophet's human.
How did you?
You smell like a dungeon. Or a sewer.
You must be Sokaris. They didn't tell me you were...
Blind? They didn't tell me you were coming. I would have pretended to do something much more impressive.
Glad to see I'm not the only one with a sense of humor.
Or the ass end of a joke.
And quick.
If you say, for an orc, I'll put you through a wall. So, ready to do a little work?
Sure. Hopefully we won't need to rebuild any walls.
First things first. I'm sure you picked up a few pieces of junk on the way here. Useful or not, we can salvage the parts.
For what?
Melt them down, repair other items. You pick up a few tricks after a while. It doesn't need to be pretty.
It just needs to work.
Exactly.
I'm ready when you are.
All right then. Let's put those pieces to good use.
Any ideas?
That's up to you. Can't exactly build a new sword from scratch, but you can reinforce the ones you have.
What about materials? Not all weapons are made the same.
You'll learn to recognize them. Iron, steel. If you can't tell wood from stone, well...
I get it. You and I can be archery partners. What comes next?
Stones. The magical kind. Should I keep talking?
Sure.
First, let's see if you've been listening. Bring me 5 pieces of steel, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Akaris.
Do I have 5 pieces? I have 4. I believe I can... dismantle, yeah, there you go. So now I've got steel.
Got the steel?
Have it right here.
Keep them. Use it to fix the junk you've been wearing.
Right.
All right. Let's move on to stones, then. There are stones everywhere in Antalur. But what you're after are magical ones.
I'm not exactly the best mage.
Don't need to be. They're used to enhance your weapons or armor. Make them work different. Usually better.
Usually?
It'll take more than a few ales before Cotarius will tell you that story. Look, just upgrade your weapons properly. There'll be an inlay. That's where you place the stones.
Easy enough.
I hope so. Can't be any clearer than put stones in items. Though, there are a few more tricks of the trade you'll pick up along the way. Care to learn a few?
Sure.
Not many know what I'm about to tell you. I had to learn the hard way. Through trial and error. This is beyond even Gortarius.
I'm listening.
The secret to multiple stones is this. With the right amount of heat and pressure, you can fuse them together, yielding one massive stone. More powerful than the sum of its parts. You'd be a fool not to.
So, say I have 5 small stones. I can combine those to make a bigger one?
That's right. Then use it however you please. Like I said, it's always more powerful. Just something to think about. That's all I got for you at the moment. Maybe come back if you want to trade.
Let's see what you got.
Give me a moment to get things in order.
So you can buy stuff from him, but they're very expensive. Now what?
Looks like you'll be spending some time in the savannah.
Looks?
Am I holding something I could use to cave in your skull?
I take it you wanted something?
Ever heard of the Orcish rune?
Can't say I have.
It's an ancient artifact. Legend says that it was forged by Yathlin himself. Never made much sense to me. But orcs have always been better at telling stories than reading them. Point is, we caught word that it might be somewhere in the savannah of Eremos. Might be worth your time.
You want to stick it in the forge, don't you?
That, or you can sell it to someone and buy something worth killing with.
I'll take a look.
I can live with that. Good hunting.
See you. Take care.
So that's like a side quest. It's miles away. You won't get to do it for like a very long time. Speak to who? Upstairs, I think.
There you are. The Prophet wanted you to have this.
A teleportation stone?
I take it you're familiar with the device.
Somewhat. Anything I should know?
This one can be volatile at times, but you should be able to use it to access any teleport we've connected to. As of now, that means the one in the camp and the one in my room. Any others you come in contact with will become accessible through any of the many nodes throughout Antalor.
Sounds straightforward enough.
Let's hope so.
How are you feeling?
Much better now, thank you. Sharing such visions can be rather straining. Luckily, the orcs have been kind enough to find strength in little more than my word.
Your vision. What does it mean?
If Gandahar manages to extract Aziral's remaining power from your sister's body without you to stabilize the process, he may have found a way in which to control it. What remains to be seen are his motives.
So, what's the plan?
Patience. The answer will become clear shortly. For now, speak with Gutaris. He will enlighten you as to the next course of action, and has been charged with the task.
You can't tell me now?
I'm sure you'd agree that my time is better spent locating your sister.
Alright, so that's 2H2 on my PC. You can see it runs perfectly fine. Oh,
Planning on coming along?
Not the...
Glad to know.
That...
F off. I'm
Look,
trying to freaking speak in every 2 seconds. You can see it runs perfectly fine. I would say it's 720p, and there's no preset options. But I would say if there was a preset, I'd say it's on high. With the detail level is on max, shadows are on max, motion blur is off, bloom level is max. This is 7 out of 10. I don't have anisotropic filtering on at all, though. Draw distance is max, that's max, shadows are on. So I'd say it's about, everything's kind of at max apart from the anisotropic filtering. And you can see it runs perfectly fine. So that is 2H2. The full specs will be in the description.